name is
Stevie.
What's up, everybody? By everybody, I mean the couple of you that are in here. Narchar, Marco, Henry G. Can you guys hear me okay? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Perfect. Perfect. No, not inside the honey bucket. What up, Crispy? What up, Space Ghost? I'm killing some time. I got a flight home at 5 o'clock this evening. I'm on East Coast time. I don't even know what time it is now. It's like 2 o'clock or something, I think. And I decided to drive into Philadelphia. I was going to stop by JFK Park, Love Park and all that. I walk around downtown, but I did not expect it to be as busy as it is downtown. And so I said, screw it. But I did make a beeline for, I was told if I'm going to get a cheesesteak, I got to get Geno's. Geno's is king. And from a dude that I know that's from Philly, grew up here. I didn't realize that Pat's is literally like kitty corner from it. They're like right next to each other. So I decided to get one of each. Got one from Geno's, and I got one from Pat's. And then it was too busy downtown, so about 15 minutes away, I'm right around the corner from my house, from the house that I grew up in when I lived out here. It's been 40 years since I saw that house. Moved from there in 1985 and hadn't seen it since, hadn't been back since. And, got the address from my mom and decided to do a drive-by. It was super cool to see. Memories started coming way back. But now I'm posted up in a park right around the corner from there. And although I've had a little nibble of each, I figured I'd do a Geno's versus Pat's challenge, I guess. I don't know. So my favorite thing to do is eat food on camera. So, I figured I'd get into this. What up, B Shady? I'm not going to be able to highlight comments and everything, but off to work from our shear. Yeah, appreciate that, dude. Have a good time at work. So my cheesesteak experience so far, since I was in New Jersey yesterday and they ordered lunch and they're like, man, this place that we're ordering cheesesteaks from is 10 times better than Geno's and Pat's. This is like, if you love cheesesteaks, this is the place. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. So if you can't see through the bag, it's trash. So this isn't a first impressions, like I said, because I already had a little nibble of each, but I'm going to reserve my comments until after I've taken a couple more bites. But I got to say, of the two, I think these are both like $15. They're decent size. $15 is, it is what it is for a sandwich. Geno's, I think, seems better. This is Geno's. I got both provolone wit. Saving the sound of you chewing. Yeah. So, all right, here. So, like I said, I already had a tiny little nibble. But here is Geno's provolone wit. Provolone cheese and onions. First thing I noticed, Googs is saying Geno's. Okay. First thing I notice is the roll is good. It's not crunchy like I like. And there's no flavor. You can taste the steak for sure, But like, there's no salt. I don't think they put like salt and pepper on it, man. If they do, it ain't coming through. It's really not. So before I get into Pat's, I've tried all the local. I love a good cheesesteak. I make them at home. I'm really good at home. You get a nice ribeye. You freeze it for a little bit, and then you slice it really, really, really thin. Get some good onions caramelized to the point of almost fried, but not quite. And I love that on a good baguette. But all the places around Seattle, they're not bad, but everyone says. So I had this as a kid. I was told. I don't remember. My two aunts that I lived with when I grew up out here. They're like, we used to go to Geno's, and we had been. She's like, you've had that. I was like, yeah, I was 4 or 5. I don't remember. But they both say they grew up here. And they both say the cheesesteaks here are nothing like the ones back in Philly. Everything is, it's just not nearly as good. And we got a place, I don't know if Josh Gofor will show up, but we got a place, 2 places in Everett, Washington. One's called Philly Ya Belly. They got a good cheesesteak. And then there's another one called Irwin's Cheesesteaks in a little gas station. And they're both really, really good. But I'm told even those 2 places, nothing like Philadelphia. I gotta say, I like the ones back home more than I like Geno's, for sure. Pat's, I gotta say, I like the looks of Pat's a little bit better, although it's way messier. Like it's super, super messy. I think the roll is better. So here's again both blown with. So, by the way, I'm gonna roll these up and bring them back home. Let the missus taste them. Best Philly I've had was in Pittsburgh at the football stadium. Okay. Well, so what up, Crispy? Pat's is better, in my opinion. I think you're tasting. I have to assume they're not using the exact same ingredients, right? They got to try to distinguish themselves. Onions are what they are. The provolone is better tasting on Pat's. I think the roll on Pat's is better, and the steak is at least seasoned. This is better. Pat's is better than what we got back home, for sure. It's messy as fuck though. So I'm already so full. So much bread. So I gotta say, Soul Reaper, what up, blood? One Moon, just munching on some cheesesteaks, yo. But I'm gonna give the nod to Pat's. I'm gonna give the nod to Pat's, King of Steaks. I had high hopes for Geno's. My boy Scotty, that grew up out here. I work with Scotty. He's like, it's Geno's all day, dude. He's like, Pat's ain't even close. I wanted to believe him, and I had very high hopes for Geno's. Pat's, though, I think takes the nod. I'll put a submarine house here against any steak sub anywhere. Yeah, man. And look, I gotta say, there are better sandwiches than a Philly cheesesteak for sure. But I do like a good steak sandwich, you know. Soul Reaper, appreciate that, man. I really got not much to entertain the homies, dude. I just happened to be out in the city, picked up a couple of cheesesteaks. I figured some of the homies might pop in. And so, yeah, man. Yo, what up, Josh Branson? I was just talking about you last night, man. How you been? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, again, and I think, you know what? If I were to do a blind taste test again, not knowing which one is which, yeah, Geno's just has no flavor. There's no flavor to this. Pat's, on the other hand, messier. I got onions all over the Kia Soul that I'm driving here. Yeah, it's definitely Pat's. So, God, I guess I ate about half of each one of these. So, I am going to, I got onions in my beard. Also, horrible beard day. My beard brush died on me at the hotel this morning. So, but yep, I think they live up to their name. Pat's is the king of cheesesteaks. I'm surprised that Google says that Geno's is better. So, but like I said, now I'm going to bring both of these back in my luggage to let the missus decide. They're probably not going to be as good, but they'll travel okay. So there you go, folks. I really wanted to. I'll have plenty of chances to go back into the city again. I'll be out here probably 4 or 5 times a year. I just talked to Kevin, Lefty EDC. I'm not too far from him either. So I'll probably meet up with him next time I'm out here, or one of the times I'm out here. But I'll be coming out here 4 or 5 times a year with the new job. Our U.S. distribution center and headquarters is in New Jersey. So, yeah, I'll have lots of opportunities to come up here. Did you locate a honey bucket to So honey buckets are a brand, and they're only out in the West. They're not out here. So no. And I will not just go live from a random shitter. My honey bucket is good. You guys saw. I did an inspection on the last live. It wasn't bad. But no, honey buckets I don't believe are out here. I did see a couple in the city, and I thought about it, but no, I'm not going to go to a city porta potty to do a live. So, yeah, today's a little muggy. It's gotten up to I think it's like 70 something. When I landed, it was 80 degrees and it felt gross. Then got torrential downpours. Oh, also, Space Ghost, how'd the weather treat you, man? I saw Pretty Fly post that the tornadoes just barely missed them. I haven't talked to Papa, but hope your weather's not treating you too bad. But it's been really rainy since I've been out here, which I don't mind. I'll take the rain over the sun. I don't like the West Coast or the East Coast sun. It seems really muggy out here. They got honey buckets in Texas? Okay. Some villagers in Alaska have to poop and pee in 5-gallon buckets and have them picked up like trash. They call them honey buckets. Huh, okay. That's a good fun fact, Goondocks. Goondocks, you going to try to make it down to the Eugene knife show? I know B Shady's in here. I know that Lynch. So I found out about it from Lynch Northwest. They're going to go. They have a booth. Zach is going. I have to assume David Blade Banter, Orion Knives is going to be there since he lives right by there. That's in B Shady's backyard. And then I was going to hit up Brandon Thrasher to see if maybe he might go. I can't guarantee that I can go, but I really want to go. I was thinking about talking to Steve Clare and Josh, see what he's got up to. Maybe hit up Pocket Metal. Yo, what up, broke ass knives? Hey, I'm sporting. Oh, and I saw Cheeto in here earlier also. Sporting my Cheeto Bring the Name Tour t-shirt. Tennessee and Arkansas tried to bounce off the. Gotcha. I talked to Joe, who's in Knoxville, and he said they didn't get anything. But man, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. But it was cool, I gotta say, seeing the old house. It's exactly how I remembered it. Probably because it's an old brick house. It was built in 1970. I think my grandparents had that house built in like 1976. That's an old brick house, and it looks exactly the same. The entire neighborhood looks exactly the same. I wish I could go. So there's a creek that runs back behind it, and I grew up playing in that creek, and I have so many memories of that creek. And I want to go back there, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh shit, Kyle had to hop off last night, dude. I froze and my internet went out when I was talking to you guys. But dang, I had to go seek the shelter. Hope y'all doing all right. What up, Todd? A creek runs through it. Yeah, I forget the name of the creek. It's got a catchy name. I don't know, but I seriously have so many awesome memories of. This is Wallingford, Pennsylvania, by the way. And it's just an old, awesome. I'm 15. We're 15 minutes outside of the city. Is all 15 minutes down the road. Go figure. But no, I actually have the airport punched into GPS here, and it's 14 minutes away. So it's not that far. I remember going into the city as a kid. I remember going up in City Hall, or like the tower. What's his name on top of it? I've seen the Liberty Bell. I remember all that. Nemo. I got no effing clue. I don't know. Joe, are you in here? Yeah, dude, there were all sorts of stuff like that. There was crawfish. There's crawfish in there. Wild onions grew along the bank. Like I remember, like we'd pick onions and like cook with the onions and stuff. And I don't think there was any fish. There's like crawdads and stuff. And it would freeze over, and we would ice skate on. It's like a big creek. You'd have to cross it to walk to school. I went to Nether Providence Elementary School here until kindergarten, I think, and then that's when I moved. But yeah, I still got a good, let's see, 3 hours before my flight. So I'll probably be heading to the airport before too long. I got to return the car. It's a pain in the ass car rental place where you got to drop it off and then take a shuttle to the airport. And I'll probably just head over there just to get over the traffic and everything. But yeah, so that's really all I got going, folks. This wasn't going to be nothing too lengthy. And Pat's King of Steaks, in my opinion, of the two. If you ask me, hey, look, if you're going to go, you may as well get one of each. They're literally right next to each other. You're going to drop $30 on 2 sandwiches. Plenty of food here. Split it with a couple homies. And you decide. But if you like I think Pat's had more flavor. So, anywho, folks, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. I was considering doing the Honey Bucket live tonight still, but after taking a 5.5 hour flight home, I land at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be all sorts of jet lagged. I've been living on the East Coast time for the last 3 weeks, and it's getting to me. So, yeah. But tomorrow night will be late night with Said Faction, and then maybe I'll do a Honey Bucket on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. If Big Red is doing SKL, then I won't do it Saturday. Maybe I'll do it Sunday night after Shane and Donnie get done. But anywho, folks, for those of you that tuned in, appreciate you, mofos. And until the next one, I bid you, deuces. Bye-bye.